Okay, welcome back to lesson 3. So in the previous lesson we looked at taking your original dates and in one cell splitting them up and banging them back together again using the date function so that Excel could actually calculate the correct date for the original date value. So in this lesson I've sort of made an assumption that this is the sort of thing you're faced with in your Excel spreadsheet. You've got some columns. I've called it original date, which is our troublesome date value. We've got a column staff name, so maybe someone who made a sale, what region they made the sale to, and the amount. These are just really to give you the idea that this could be a working model. So what I want to do in this lesson is show you what you could do and what you ought to do. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to create a new column between the original date and staff name. So I'll just click on the B, I'll right mouse click and I'll go insert, and I've got a new cell. Now I'll actually give it again as before, I'll call it real Excel date. I'll just make that nice and wide. Okay, and what I'm actually going to do is just paste in the formula that we used in lesson 2. So I'm going to go to lesson 2. I'm going to nick it out of that one. Remember the first row. I'll copy that. I'll go back to my worksheet lesson 3. You can't see. I'll paste it into there. And automatically it's created the date. You look up in the menu bar here or in the formula bar and you'll see that's the formula we rather laboriously put together in the previous lesson. So like before, I'll copy that formula all the way down. There you go. And probably for you we will just sort that format out so that it looks more sensible. So we'll right mouse click, format cells. My dates aren't, because I'm using English date, they don't look right for you, so I'll just go to custom and I'll change the format from what you see on the screen. I'll change it to yyyyy. Whoops, just bring it up into the screen so you can see it. So that's what I've just typed in there. I'll click OK, and that hopefully looks more sensible to you. Right, I'm just going to save the worksheet. Now, what I've just done there is I've created something which is live. This cell is dependent on this cell here. If I change something in this cell here, it will change here. So for example, if I said it wasn't 2019, but it was 1987, you see that the cell over here automatically changes because it's listening to whatever is in that cell over there. Similarly, if I change the bit in the middle and I said it was the June 06, you'll see that the date changes here. Now I'm sure you're familiar with that sort of thing within spreadsheets. Okay, but the important thing here is that when you're preparing your spreadsheet for uploading to the accounting software you want, you really only want one column. I presume you're going to get rid of this column once you've got this column here. Now if you just delete this guy, as I'm going to do, it makes a nonsense of our formulas, because our formulas have got nowhere to look anymore. We've deleted the values. So I'm just going to put those back. I'm going to undo, see, an undo delete, and there I'm back. Phew. Alright, still got the formulas. Alright, but this is the last step that you would take. I think you would say, I no longer want these cells anymore because these cells are listening to them and they are working as proper dates. So if it was me, I would highlight that whole column. I would right mouse click and go copy. I would then immediately, without moving my pointer, right mouse click again, and this time either go paste special, paste values, or I could use that little shortcut which is this guy here. Now what that's going to do is it's going to take the values that they've got in that cell right at the moment and lock them in. So if I choose paste special paste values, doesn't look like anything's changed, but if I click on one of these cells, it's as if you typed it in yourself. Each one as if you had typed it in. Okay, and now this is completely separate from this. So if I change this value, and I'll call it 2015, and I'll say it's the 11th month and the 8th day, so it's very different. Absolutely no interest in changing, because this and this are completely separate entities. Now I can right mouse click, delete that guy, and my spreadsheet is ready to be uploaded. Now I think that's probably what you want to do, but that's a very important piece. Okay, so let's just go back and do the whole thing again. We'll go back a few steps. Okay, so now remember, we've just gone back. We've still got our formulas. Our formulas are sensitive to what is in this cell here. The very first thing we do, once we're happy that our formulas are all there, so each one's got a formula, that's right, each one looking at a different cell in the column A, right, highlight the whole of column B, right mouse click, go copy, then immediately right mouse click, and you see the numbers 1, 2, 3. If you don't see that, you see something like paste special, and choose paste values with the 1, 2, 3, just that one. And what you've done there is you've separated. This is for now, but no, it's no longer a formula, it's a value as if you typed it yourself, but Excel does recognize it as a proper date. So I could just highlight these guys, and I could put in my favorite date format, right mouse click, format cells, oops, I'll just drag that back in, and I'll say no, I like mine to be like DDD DD hyphen MMM hyphen YYYY. That's just my personal choice. And remember, you're not changing the value in the cell, you're just changing the way Excel presents it to you. Alright, so I'm just going to undo that so that it's back to how you like it. I'm going to prove that they're completely separate entities. I'm going to right mouse click, delete that column. There you go, and I'll save my work, and I'm done. I hope that explains it. Let me know if it doesn't.